All right, it looks like everybody's in except for Matt, so we're going to get started.
Matthias.
I'll control his character.
Okay.
So, quick recap, because it's been a long while. Thank you, Norman. You guys wrapped up some unfinished business at Twin Command. You saved Orm's life. You found, and after sparing that village, the wrath of an oncoming weasel onslaught. You found out that the town had already been ravaged by gnolls that you guys have since coined Pupper Boys.
Pupper Boys!
You started tracking them to try to take vengeance after receiving some items and inspiration from the people of Twin Command, all 5 of them that were remaining. You created some new battle techniques, such as the Goblin Harpoon, in which one person's thrown dagger first into the enemies. Many things fell in your wrath. It didn't all go well. You guys got your ass whipped by some twig blights for a while, but you guys pulled through after Norman was downed and avenged by Grok. You have since found rest, and you guys wake in the morning, uneventful night. What do you want to do?
Wasn't there something that tried to steal something from me and I grabbed it by the head?
Yeah, I distinctly remember that. Nope. Okay.
No, hold on, I'm trying to make sure I'm not mixing up nights. It's been a long while.
I mean, everything you said was correct. It seems like you just missed a point. Oh,
Yeah.
before we get into this, Ray, did you get that email?
Yes, I did. Thank you so much. Yes, you are right. I am so sorry. So, it is that night. Something eventful did, in fact, happen. Cobalt, while you were on watch, you suddenly found this little creature trying to take your hand axe off your belt. You reach down and snatch it up. It looks up at you, and I believe you guys exchanged a rough version of, "What the fuck are you?" And you're now holding this guy. He looks like this, and I apologize. Thank you so much for reminding me.
Oh, no biggie. It's been a while.
Oh, that's right. I remember this little fucker.
Yeah, so he's looking at you. He's tiny. He looks really big in the picture, guys, but he is little. Like no bigger than a grok peen. Like even on his best day.
Yeah.
And he's looking at you. No, let me go! Let me go!
Zach.
Tell you what, I will let you go, but before then, and I'm just gonna start mumbling in Draconic.
Oh God. Wait, is this loud enough to wake us up?
Yeah, you guys actually, several of you were awake. You actually, I believe, ended last session on the ground, legs crossed, watching the interaction.
Or your
That's
mic's
right.
like cutting out at the end. You need.
Sorry,
to
I'll hold my button longer.
What was it? So we ended last session as what?
We ended last session with you on the ground, cross-legged, kind of watching the interaction.
That's right. I remember. Because we tried to fight each other.
Yeah, that happened right before this rest.
Kill it looks like breakfast.
So all of a sudden, a little bit of frost comes and wraps around the creature, and the area around it gets colder as your hand kind of starts to frost over slightly, and the creature starts to squirm a little bit. And now it looks a little nervous. It's like, no, what trickery is this? Release me!
No trickery at all. Just a curse. I will set you down, and I really recommend you don't go more than 25 feet away from me.
Make a deception check.
I like tricks.
I'll even say with advantage since you used the thaumaturgy and made a good case.
Alright, then I will go ahead and just roll one more really quick.
Okay. He looks at you. I'm not so easy to trick.
I'm gonna stand up and pull out my great axe. Fucking stay!
Enough! And all of a sudden he burst in size, and what was originally a legitimately tiny little creature all of a sudden is gargantuan. This thing takes up 20 feet of space all by himself. You guys actually get pushed out of the way. He kind of springs backwards. There's not even a chance you could hold on to him at this point. Now he's just towering over all of you.
Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna run at him and hit him.
Okay.
Not cool.
Hold it. Throw me.
No, I wanna fucking hit it.
No, throw me to the top by his neck.
Okay, well, hold on. So, no one's gonna be real surprised here, so let's get initiative rolling. And
Dope.
conveniently, Grok is up first.
Weird.
Yeah.
So throwing Norman is an action or a bonus action?
It would be an action.
Nah, fuck you. I'm running up to him and hitting him. I'm gonna rage, and I'm gonna swing recklessly.
Okay. Make sure you click all your buttons.
Yeah. Well, I don't get a bonus on hitting from rage, do I?
No, and here, let me change
Yeah.
you. You should be in combat. And I don't know if, hopefully this actually works for you.
Did we finish a long rest?
No, since this is happening in the middle of the night, you don't get the rest. Click on actions, Jake.
Okay. Actions. Right there. Okay.
And then if you scroll down, you have rage and reckless attack down there.
Yeah.
So you,
Like that and like that. Well, it would have been the other way around.
no,
but
so you need, so you check the circle, but now you need to, there's a little magnifying glass next to each one of those. Click it,
Yeah.
and it
Okay.
will expand out, and you'll actually get the effect. So just click each effect one time. Yep, you're now.
Like that. And now I don't have to do anything else, right?
No, it has it as an
Reckless.
effect
Yep,
on your character.
Yeah.
Yep, you're good. So you are reckless and you are raging. You're good to go. So you pull back this great axe and chop into his leg. His leg is massive. It's actually like just his leg is bigger than the entirety of you. You cleave in, you cut deep, but it's just so much flesh to get through. Go and roll damage.
Show me
Nice.
that damage.
Very nice. You cut deep. You turn the axe to make sure you chunk out a piece of his flesh. A whole slab of meat from this creature falls to the ground. Do you want to move or anything?
I don't know where I'm at.
So
if I move, I'm 100% certain he'll get an attack of opportunity.
Yes. So we're gonna use theater of the mind for this one.
Cool.
Okay.
Nah, I'm gonna stay right where I'm at, and I'm just gonna look back at everybody and just say, "Meat's back on the menu."
So he looks down at you and goes, "Oh, do not make me hurt you. I just wanted to take the axe."
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
Norman, you're up.
How tall is Grok?
Grok is every bit of 6.5, 7 feet.
Where did he hit him?
How
high up?
It'd be effectively like right at the knee, maybe. This guy is huge. He's the size of like a gigantic oak tree.
I'm trying to debate, like, can I hit the giant in the same spot, or do I need a boost?
I'll give you this. If you want to try to run and actually like acrobatic your way up Grok and jump off his shoulders, I'll let you try it.
Yes.
And, like
All right.
Assassin's Creed down
Yes.
on top of it.
So straight up Prince of Persia style. We're gonna go old school with the reference.
Yeah.
Give me an acrobatics check to run up it, bounce off, and stab in.
Check. Skills, acrobatics. Tower, I assume.
Nah, it's acrobatics. It's fine. You can roll it out. It's social ones I worry about.
Oh.
Yeah. So here's the problem. You run up, and the blood from when Grok smashed into the leg of this creature just sprayed out, covering him in just blood. You run up and you don't realize until it's too late. Your foot slips. I need you to make an attack roll to see if you can avoid. Actually, make a dex save for me to see if you can avoid any damage and land back on your feet. That's good enough. So you managed to barely catch yourself, and you managed to like pull the dagger away and not chop through Grok on your way down. You can still make an attack, but you can no longer run up.
Okay,
I'll
make an attack.
Okay, that took all your movement to kind of make that work.
Action.
It doesn't look like Chris is muted, so.
That's exactly right, Long Iron. Rock falls, everybody dies. Alright, that is a hit. You grab your dagger, you run forward, and you just hold it out and jab in as hard as you can. Go ahead and roll damage, and you can get sneak attack since Grok is engaged.
Yeah. That's me.
How do I do that again? Okay. So I do the damage first. And then I want a bonus action hit him again.
Well,
And then-
do your sneak attack first. Your damage from that.
Boop.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
And another hit. Oop. Alright.
So you stab it, and you must have nicked an artery or something. His blood just sprays out, so you're just covered like a Christmas ornament, green and red, pouring down off you. You can't even see to make your second strike. Zan, you are up. Zan, of important note here, you would not be wearing your armor, so your AC will be lowered during this fight.
I don't think he's at his desk.
Okay.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
So one more time, he just barely missed what you just said.
Oh, since you guys are actually sleeping, unless you tell me otherwise, you don't actually sleep in your armor, so you're armorless during this fight. So if you are attacked, your AC will be much lower.
Yeah, I'll close.
I mean, can we like see what this lets you like? It's like clearly that's on this guy one.
I'm sorry, what was that? You cut out a little bit.
Can we like talk to this Leshy, like see what he wants?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can 100% use your turn if you want to make persuasion checks or have any kind of conversation you want. If you can do a sentence or two as kind of a free action, anything more than that would start taking up some of your turn.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to know what he's up to. What does he want?
So Zan kind of arches your neck up. Your draconic neck arches up pretty cleanly, actually. And you look up, and this creature's massive. He kind of looks down and meets your gaze. You call out and ask him what he desires. He looks back at you. I just don't like axes in my forest. I protect it, and I take them when I see them. I didn't want to kill you, but that one, and he points out at Grok, his finger just as big as one of your arms.
He must spit in his wound.
That one is gonna force my hand.
I mean,
This guy.
he's trying to fuck us up.
Do you want to make a persuasion check or anything, or is anything else you want to ask?
I mean, that's kind of it. He didn't like access, but it doesn't seem like we can change his mind here to.
Okay, so I'll say you kind of gesture and kind of ask him if there's any way. Like, are you wanting to ask him if there's any way to stop this?
Sure, like, is there anything you can do, like, get you to go away? Or...
Okay, make a persuasion check for me into the tower.
That would be under skills, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Here's a persuasion check. Fucking die.
Okay, so you kind of take a step forward and you ask him if there's any way that you guys can resolve this without bloodshed, and he looks back and I would just ask that you leave the axes with me and I will walk away. Perhaps you give me food and I leave.
Nah.
Axes and food?
You can take this axe off my cold, dead fucking corpse.
Oof.
I tried.
He did try.
All right. Let's see here. So,
Am I unarmored as well?
yeah,
Everyone is.
everyone but Cobalt is going to be unarmored.
Yeah.
Because everyone was on rest during this time. So Zan and Cobalt are the ones that this impacts the most. Luckily, Cobalt chose to be an undead, so it's not as impactful for him. As he doesn't actually sleep, he doesn't need to take it off. But donning and undonning heavy armor takes like 10 minutes, which in fight time is forever.
Yeah.
Okay, so he looks down at you, Grok, just done with your shit. He goes to his side, and what was originally this little bitty twig is all of a sudden this gigantic club, and he comes crashing down. And that's a natural 20.
Oh. I'm dead, boys.
Oh no.
No, I only did 4 damage. He did 17 damage.
Yup.
It hurt a little bit.
No, luckily you're resisting it because you take half damage because you're raging.
Yeah.
So he takes
Fuck
this
you,
giant
bitch.
club and thinks you're
That's
reckless.
it.
He has advantage. You're so blinded with your fury and rage and covered in blood. He hits you and blood splatters. He hits you again, and now you're getting pounded into the ground. There's an actual divot you're in now, and blood splatters again. It's not until he pulls the club back that he realizes it's his blood smacking off of you. You're basically unfazed, just growling at him as you're ready to take him down.
I'm gonna stand up and just like wipe some of the blood off and lick my fingers like I've been eating ribs. Just
Okay. Alright, Malka, you're up.
Gross.
fuck you. This motherfucker's gonna die.
So I don't have my skill sheet. Can you check it for me real quick? Do I have?
Oh,
do I
actually,
have, like, advantage
are
or
you?
something?
You're at Chris's house?
Yeah.
Okay. On his computer, go in. There's a PC tab on the side.
Yep.
Malka should be available in there now.
Hell yeah. Sorry, this is gonna.
Nope,
my
you're good, man.
time take a little bit longer.
So for the sake of this, Malka, you're kind of like you're actually kind of up in a tree. You guys made it clear that most of you were sleeping up in the tree. So
Oh,
you're
do I have to-
probably chest height with them. You could definitely have your bow. You do not have any armor on.
Can I get higher in the tree?
Yeah. It's half your move. Yeah. So it'll double movement for
go.
you. So you're able to move about 15 feet up the tree.
Let me go as high up as I possibly can.
Okay. Are you wanting? Okay. So you have an option. If you want to make an athletics check for me, I'll let you try to climb aggressively. But if you don't do well, you know you would fall.
Okay,
Or you
can
can
I
just move your
do-
normal 15 feet, and that'd be fine.
Nah. Let's just move the normal. How tall is he?
He is the size of kind of a giant oak tree, so he's probably 30, 40 feet tall.
How high up in the tree am I right now?
Probably about 15 feet. So you'd get to about neck level with him probably if you got all the way to the top of the tree. He's actually like I would say like the top of the tree is probably about his neck. He's probably taller than the tree you guys camped in.
Fuck.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
a massive thing right now.
Ain't
I mean,
scared.
Are we?
Ah.
Fuck. I can't ask. We're in battle. All right. Fuck it. Normal move at 15 feet up the tree. I don't know if will that get me to the top?
Yeah, you're pretty much at the top now. You're at the top of where like your weight could be held. I mean, there's a few branches, but it'd be really sketchy.
Okay. Then yep, I'm gonna do that, and then fuck it. I just want to try and aim right at his face and hit him with Hail of Thorns.
Okay, go and roll your attack.
I think you just roll.
So you have to roll the attack to try to hit first.
Yep, D20.
So longbow.
Yep.
Oh,
That's a natural 20.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So go and roll your
Okay,
damage from the bow.
Okay. And then what do I do for Hail of Thorns?
Wait.
Oh. Yeah, okay. So you didn't drop it on him. Give me 1 second. I'm going to put some more damage on him.
Okay.
Here, just for the sake of fairness. No, that sucked. I don't like that roll. So I'm gonna double the 5. So I just added 5 extra damage to him. So for Hail of Thorns, you need to drop the save on him to see if he saves.
Just a second. We trying. I think
Yep.
so. No, that's a shield. So is the save under the shield?
Yeah,
It would
you
be
hit.
under
Yep.
Hail of Thorns, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Oh, there you go. So under Hail of Thorns, you have save. There you go. Click on the dice icon. Nope, that one
And
is.
then drop it on the Leshy.
Yeah, drop it on the Leshy.
Oh, click on Leshy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, he's just too big to get to have enough dexterity to get out of the way of this. Go ahead and hold shift. Here, actually, do you mind if I do the damage for you?
Yeah, please do. Please
Okay.
do. Anything to move it along. I
Okay.
don't want to.
So because you crit, I'm gonna give you crit on the Hail of Thorns too, at least for this time for the real cool. So it's 18 more points of damage as you shoot this arrow, and as it goes, you guys see a flare of Fey energy hit, and it impales into the Leshy, and as it does, it spikes out. But instead of the normal Hail of Thorns you've seen where it like splatters in a large area, this time Malka's able to channel it to where it's not till it gets in there. It's more like a a bullet that explodes when it gets inside of someone. It just shrapnels the inside of him. He just starts pouring blood, and he looks hurt. Cobalt, you're up.
Do it.
Ooh, that was good.
Axes aren't very good for chopping down trees, honestly. I prefer to use them to chop down flesh.
I mean, pretty good.
Took the words
And
right
I'm
out
gonna
of my
smack my
fucking
armor
mouth.
and make the ring, but it looks like he saved against it.
He did save.
You got a saw
Okay.
that can cut through a human.
Then
finger
I
and-
will also pull out my axe to go to get ready.
Okay.
Next turn.
All right, so you grab the very axe that started this entire encounter, and you stare at him as he was able to shake off your spell. Grok, you're back up, bud.
Am I still reckless? I can't tell by all the fucking effects on my
No,
goddamn-
reckless ends once your turn gets back around to you. So you have to reckless
Alright.
every turn if you want.
Yep. You know what I'm doing? I'm gonna try and cut his kneecap in half.
Okay? That's a natural
Give it
20.
to me. Give it to me. How do I roll natural 20 damage?
Since you dropped it on the Lushy, if you drop your attack on the Lushy, it should automatically crit for you.
Dope.
Yep, you roll 2 dice. And you roll a 10 and a 12. Goodness gracious. So you pull back and you smash into that wound again.
That's
And-
impressive.
Even with your rage, you all of a sudden, like, as you swing, your focus zones in, and you notice this small little tear that the little goblin actually managed to cut a tendon. And you know that's one of the firmer things you had to cut through, and you're like, perfect opening. You cleave through. You don't quite get it all done, but the leg is useless. Like, all of a sudden, you see him dip down. He goes down to a knee and has to brace himself with his other hand. He is...
How close is he? How close is his face to my face?
It's not super close still. He's really big.
No, I'm gonna look up at him and try and make eye contact and just give him a little kiss. just blow him one.
You know, go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Yeah. Boop. Oh, that didn't work.
That makes the boop way less cool.
The first one was an 18.
Right.
Wait, did that not work?
It did not work.
Fuck it.
All right. Yeah, you try to intimidate him, but he's so consumed by the pain in his leg, he just doesn't even pay attention to you. Norman, you're up.
That's fine. It was the gesture.
Let's see. I'm gonna finish the job.
Well, I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah.
I will say you advantaged thanks to him being kind of prone. He's prone-ish. But I'll give you advantage just because of how great you guys have done on this.
Hey, Matt.
That's a hit.
That was a sweet natural 20.
Nice.
All right. That's 4 points of damage. Go and roll sneak attack.
Hey, Rob, what's up?
Sneak attack. Sneak attack. Oh.
Yeah, nope. He's still holding on.
No, it's okay. I'm not done though.
Another one.
That's a hit.
You only get sneak attack on the first hit, right?
Yes, he only gets it once per turn.
Mm.
He looks like he's on the very
Not
edge
done.
of death.
You're not done?
Figure you figure the small.
Fuck yeah, I am. Fuck this dude.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
I follow Grok in battle.
You.
We go all out.
He's just barely there still.
Oh,
Damn.
Like, it's just, I mean, he's bleeding out of pretty much every hole you can imagine.
But
His leg is
do,
a mangled
do I
mess.
take it? I want the leg.
Oh, you were just hacking in the leg?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
I
would
would say with
the job.
I will say with that last bit, the last little piece of flesh, the leg just can't hold together anymore. The little bit of weight he had on it is enough to rip it off. He falls
fuck yeah.
stub on ground. Zan, you're up. You're
by
up.
the end of this campaign, me and Norman are gonna be best fucking friends.
Grok.
End of the campaign, end of the day.
What up?
I get you a leg.
Thanks.
All right, Zan. There's this what was really big, now slightly less big, definitely less legged. What do you want to do?
Is he there?
Oh, sorry, my.
It is.
We can hear you. We just need to know what you want to do.
I don't know.
Do you want to attack, or you want to try to talk to him again?
Nah, I guess we're just.
Okay, so for your case, you were actually up in the tree as well. So if you want, you can do like a jumping attack and just try to cleave them the rest of the way down.
That would be dope.
If you're going for that, go ahead and roll with advantage. Yeah,
Yeah,
great
so
sword
you're
with
gonna-
advantage.
You know how to roll with advantage?
Yep.
Yeah, you do.
That's-
Yeah, you do.
That's a hit. Don't even worry about the damage. He has 1 hit point left.
Yeah.
So you look just angry that this guy just wouldn't walk away. You tried your best, but now it's time for divine retribution. You grab this massive greatsword and you just leap out of this tree, 15 feet up in the air, and you come climbing down like oh my god, I can't remember his name. Anyways, you come coming down like some great orc from WoW, whose name I really should remember.
Oh, dude.
Not Garrosh, the other one. Anyways.
Grom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Grom. You
Grom.
come down Grom style and cleave through him, and you actually just perfectly land the weight to go all the way down. You cleave from his shoulder all the way down through his chest, and he falls dead before you even touch the ground.
I'm gonna make intestine angels.
Oh, that is disgusting.
I'm gonna grab Norman, put him on my shoulder, and drag that leg to the fire. Because we're fucking eating it.
We are. But
Cobalt, well, when we're done eating, you can have the bone.
Good, I can use that.
I figured.
So the bone is huge.
Yeah.
The bone is probably like Grok sized.
Yeah.
You basically have like a 6.5, 7 foot bone now.
Yeah.
it's his
can
walking
use that.
stick.
Whittle it down.
Just give him enough bones, he could have. This could be like a transformer.
Bone Voltron. Holy shit.
And
I like
that's when the game completely off the rails, guys. Right there. That was the exact moment.
Remember
Backpack
the Power
Bonehouse.
Rangers.
We
Oh
now
my
have a new
goodness.
goal.
All right. So with that, you guys managed to eat a really nice meal of leshy meat. It actually tastes pretty good too. It's got a nice earthy, herbal kind of flavor to it. Kind of like its own seasoned. It's good.
Proficient in cooking? No. it's
Cobalt,
not here.
are you really gonna try to take the bone?
Oh, I'm gonna take all the bones. I want his thigh, shin, and arm bones.
So how are you gonna carry all this? Because it's massive.
I'm gonna have Grot carry them, and we can dump everything that's made of smaller bones.
Okay. So you would
Except the
probably
drinks I've been
you'd
working
probably
on.
have to create some kind of like
I mean, we could
carpet
whittle.
he can pull. Like it'd have to be something he can actually like cargo pull with him. Like he could probably carry one bone just with his arms, but these are massive. You're gonna need to actually like to make something he can drag them with.
Well, I mean, we're in a forest. We have some great axes.
I literally just said I wasn't gonna use an axe to chop down a tree, but since the guy was a jackass, I'm gonna start chopping down a tree.
Okay.
I'm also going to like start chopping bones in half so they're easier to carry.
Okay.
yeah, sure,
That's
he
okay.
can just
Yeah.
mend them back together.
That is true.
You can.
And Ray's like, fuck.
No,
What
this
the
is
fuck have I done?
this is fine. Okay, so I will say if you guys are gonna try to make some kind of really rough wagon,
It's gonna
would
take
need-
a day.
yeah, it's gonna take some time. It's definitely not something you guys can do quick, especially since I don't think any of you guys are woodworkers.
I just want to make it like a flat sled we can drag stuff on.
Okay. If you can get some people to help you, that you definitely could make it quickly enough. It would take you to like late morning, but whoever helps you will not get rest.
How big is the jaw? Also, I don't need
I'll do
rest,
it.
so I can help. Yeah.
I'll help too.
Okay, I will.
How big is the jaw? Better question. How big is a single tooth?
Norman sized.
I'm going to take the tooth, like whittle a hole in it, put some rope through it, and tie it to my belt.
Okay.
Grok takes fucking trophies, bitch.
Yeah, like you definitely can. It would definitely look better as a backpack. You can make a really kick-ass backpack out of it.
Oh,
no,
dude.
no.
Dude.
Ray, can I use one of the smaller teeth? Have Cobalt like work on it to make a fucking dagger, and can I have the
Oh.
Squirrel Slayer in one hand and the fucking dude's tooth
Fleshy
in the other.
tooth.
Ray, can this be a thing? Can you make it a thing?
Yeah, I can do anything.
Hell yeah.
Perk of the job.
So, Yeah.
Cobalt?
So it's gonna be a short sword and not a dagger.
oh,
Can I use short swords?
You can use short swords.
Fuck yes.
it's a simple weapon, isn't it?
I don't think so, but he can use them. It's just a perk of being what
It's
he
just
is.
martial weapons.
Yeah.
Cobalt?
Mm-hmm.
Since I'm helping you, can I get you to do me a favor?
Most certainly. What are you wanting?
Can you take one of the teeth and make a short sword of it for me?
That's fucking metal.
How many swords could I make turn one tooth into?
I would say one tooth would be one sword, just because you have to make it, kind of fashion it into it. And there's enough material there, though, to actually make even the handle out of tooth.
Yeah.
So I could do kind of the same thing I did with the bones and make
Just
one
a-
big piece.
It's a full tang short sword. That's badass.
I have a
pretty pumped.
special request.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Since we crafting, could you maybe fashion a bow out of like his hair
My good God.
and some bone,
We
This-
have
and
to
then
be.
maybe give me
arrows.
like 5 arrows of
'Kay.
bone.
So what we need to do is
We have to.
like,
We have to be ready for the puffer boys.
yeah.
We need
So
to-
the cart first, then sword,
Okay.
then bow.
Okay, so I will say,
I want a fucking trophy.
with all the
Yeah.
stuff you guys are doing, you're probably looking at, setting up camp for a couple of days and working through all this, because that's a lot of cobalt time. But I will say, if you're all
What
working
else we
together
doing,
and
man?
using all of your skills and whatnot, you would definitely run the risk of losing the trail of the Pupper Boys. But with Malka, you still have a shot.
So let's do this.
Maybe.
Let's make a cart and we'll take teeth with us and we'll work on them as we camp.
Yeah, I'm actually keen on that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Zuko agrees. Let's do this.
Okay, so who all stayed up all night working on stuff? Because so if Grok
I
and
did.
Norman both stayed
Yeah.
up, then you guys both can be good.
I don't need a rest. I'm good.
I'm just keeping watch, I guess.
Yeah, I need rest. I'm gonna pass the fuck out.
I mean, everyone can sleep. Me and Norman are up, so
All
we can
right.
keep watch.
Cobalt, are you gonna sleep? Or no, you're gonna work on this. So Malka's
Yeah,
gonna
but-
sleep.
Stuff.
Okay. So Malka, you sleep, so you get your hit points back and you get your spell slots back. Sorry, it's kind of weird. I have to do this manually since the whole group's not sleeping.
We got plans, Ray.
And
Big plans.
Zan, you said
We're
you're
gonna-
sleeping.
Fuck this campaign. We're opening a shop.
Right.
Yep.
All right. So I just want to remind Grok, Norman, and Cobalt, you're all wounded. You did not get any of your abilities back. Grok, that includes your rage, so you're down to 1.
That's fine. Should I turn those off? Oh, you did already. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it between.
Okay,
I will say
that's
that
fine.
there would have been time for a short rest. I'm gonna give everybody a short rest.
Okay.
So if Grok, in your case, you have one too many hit die. Old Grok used one of your hit die,
Okay.
but I can't actually get rid of it. So you have one hit die to
So-
roll if you want to roll it.
Can I toss it and then you can just give me the wounds back so we're
You
golden?
just toss one. You'll get both of them back later anyways. I'm not really worried about it long term. Just for today, you only have one. So you can
Okay.
toss one now if you want.
Okay.
While Grok's pulling the
What the fuck? Why isn't it? I rolled it in chat, but nothing is happening.
I don't know.
What was it?
There you go. You did not roll super well. You got 5 hit points back though.
That's fine. I'd only taken 6 damage according to my sheet. So
No, you're right. Norman, you didn't have any hit dice. Okay, so you guys, everyone kind of helps out in the morning. Cobalt, Grok, and Norman, you guys are all a little tired, a little worn down, but you guys got all the stuff you want to get done accomplished. And you guys now have, I believe it's a jawbone, a giant leg bone, and what else? A bunch of teeth.
yeah.
Shin. I think he said, what was it? Thigh, shin,
And arm bones.
and arm. All of the arm bones?
I mean,
Just the
there's only two.
upper. Just
Oh,
the
just the-
forearms and bicep bones.
Well, that's 3. Aren't there 2 bones and a forearm?
Okay, so hold on. It's thighs,
Actually, yeah, the forearms are no good. They're split down the middle.
Yeah.
So the bicep bones, I don't know what those are.
No, it's fine. Bicep bone works for me.
Yep. Good enough.
If there's a
We're not
doctor in the
doctors.
three of you watching, I'm so sorry. Thigh, jaw, teeth,
The hip bone's
hair.
connected to the dead bone.
Okay,
Dead bone's
I
connected
got
to
most
the
of it.
meat bone.
Okay, so are you guys gonna try to pick the track back up for the Pupper Boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, since
Hell
we
yeah.
didn't work on anything other than the cart, then yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are.
Somebody's gonna have to roll for me, but let me like scout the fuck out. Like I want to focus for them pupper boys.
Okay. So you
Let me go
do.
roll.
I got you.
You got me? Cool.
Yep.
Is there room for me in the cart?
Oh, damn it.
Honestly, even with as strong as Grok is, like, this is getting pretty up there in weight. I don't know that he could drag much more than this. Like, it's real heavy.
Okay.
I was gonna hop in there.
Are you like? What do you want to accomplish?
Map.
Who, me? I
Yeah.
want to see
No-
if I can.
Oh,
I
no,
want
I'm-
to see if I can like. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm good with what Matt wants. What were Cobalt? What were you and Norman wanting to accomplish?
Oh, I
Um,
was just
I'll-
wanting to rest in the cart, but that's not gonna work.
Yeah, I was gonna take a nap.
Yeah, so to get a long rest, no matter how your racial stuff works out, you still have to like functionally not do anything serious for 8 hours. So it would be
Sure.
pretty impossible.
What about a short rest?
You guys already had one, so anyone who
Okay.
has hit item stuff they can roll are welcome to.
Okay.
I don't have any.
You don't because you used yours to heal from the last time you were knocked down.
Gotcha.
We'll be fine.
Yep.
Let's continue.
No big deal.
It'll be okay.
So, Malcolm, you're real excited about that bow. It's not your best day of scouting, but you've been on this trail for a while. You know what's up. You guys continue down this path, and sorry, 1 second. I just messed up my thing. Okay, you guys continue this path until you get to a spot where all of a sudden there are a lot of gnoll footprints, but you notice that the age on them is kind of unique in that there definitely was a lot, but as you look for fresher and fresher footprints, they become more and more rare. And one thing you noticed earlier when you guys fought the witherlings, the bone gnolls, like they don't weigh as much, so their footprints are a lot more shallow. There seem to be more and more of those and less of the bigger footprints from the actual living gnolls.
Skelly boys.
We need to speed it up, group.
Well, you notice
I-
this in front of kind of a cave entrance, but kind of going into the cave is an actual kind of cathedral-looking building entrance. It almost looks like the entrance to an actual formal crypt.
Okay.
It looks aged very much. It's really old stone. It's not in good repair. It definitely looks like it was abandoned or really, really old. But you notice like when you look at it, you can tell the door's been opened multiple times. Roughly, there's some claw marks on it. And this is also where the trail for the gnolls kind of ends.
So, real quick, just like I see this, and I get the urge. Ray, have you seen the movie Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the old one, or Willy Wonka's?
Yeah, no, I'm
Chocolate
with you.
Factory?
God.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Okay. You know the sound of the flute that plays when they call the Oompa Loompas?
Yes?
I want to try and play that quick little tune to set the mood on my shell. The do.
All right,
If
so
you
I just want to make sure that, like, I know you're not on the stream, but this is the noises that everyone hears.
Because that pipe doesn't go to the marshmallow room, it goes to the fudge room. You terrible man.
The fact that you looked it up real quick
God.
is just...
Okay, there you go. So that happens, and
Okay.
you play it beautifully.
Yes.
Grog's
Alright.
gonna immediately drop the cart and start like doing mini squats, just going.
Yeah.
I start walking around Grok as he does this. As an
Yeah. I've
All right,
got the
crew.
goblin harpoon for you.
All right, so
Oompa-dee-doo.
so you guys kind of wait after this is played. You guys are now aware that Malcolm believes this is the location where the gnolls are. You wait to see if anything happens with response to the noise or your guys' approach, and nothing.
Malka?
Let's go in, boys.
Is that where they're? Is that where they're at?
I'm thinking this is where they're at.
Okay,
The footprints
so-
are all very light, though. There's probably gonna be a lot of skelly boys.
Yeah, Grok's not worried about that. Grok's worried about this giant fucking cart he's been carrying for the past few hours.
Leave it here for now. We can leave that here. We
Um,
can-
Someone's gonna
we
steal
can
us.
raid
Malka?
Yeah.
I have an idea.
What you got, man?
Gronk and I are gonna run to the door, and then you're gonna shoot an arrow at the door, and as they come out to investigate, Gronk and I will kill them.
So
I second
been-
this plan.
I've been inhaling the fumes from a little too much seaweed. So, was there a door or was it just a cave?
No, so
No.
it's kind of what was the entrance to a crypt that was made into the mouth of a cave. So there's like a mouth of a
So
cave where
okay,
somebody
yeah.
turned it into
Hell
a crypt
yeah.
and made kind of a cathedral around it. It's not great on this because the map got a little big, so I had to do some trimming. But this is what the inside of the first room looks like. So that little roof is kind of the cathedral entrance, the
I
crypt
just
entrance,
see
if you will.
loading.
There we go.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Whoa, yeah, it's tiny.
Okay.
So this is if we had walked in, right?
Yeah, this is if you guys had walked in. If you guys want, what we can say, you guys shot the arrow, you waited, no one ever came out.
Okay.
Aw, man. I was happy with that. It was a good idea.
Was.
Alright. We'll continue in.
We must revenge my brothers.
I'm always down to kill some
Alright.
shit.
I got your back, boys. Let's do this. I'm gonna
Alright.
go in behind the two.
Okay, so you guys walk in. Hold on. So don't move your people. This is our first time. It's a dungeon, so when you move your token, it matters for traps and whatnot.
Oh.
Yeah, so like moving your tokens will actually matter only when we're in dungeons. Normally I don't really care, but if you move your person onto a trap, you guys made a choice, and all choices come with consequences, my friends.
Okay. So I'm gonna turn around then with knowing that.
Chris's first dungeon. I'm so
I'm gonna
excited.
I'm gonna squat down real low and just go, "Can anybody find any boobies?"
So you guys kind of look around for boobies at this point. I believe all of you have dark vision. If you don't, you do now.
Not those boobies. not chesticles. The kind that
Can I
will
take-
hurt me. That
Can I
doesn't
take
help
10
either.
minutes to ritual cast detect magic in this room really quick?
Okay, so you stop for about 10 minutes. It's fine. You guys just kind of waiting for it to work itself out. You do the detect magic. Doesn't appear to be anything magical. You notice that the room you enter is pretty dusty, but you can see some very distinct tracks moving toward the door to the south. In front of you is what looks to be a very old monolithic shrine kind of thing in the shape of some kind of ruler-type figure. It has a crown on top. It's very aged and beat down. You can even see some marks where someone struck it with weapons.
Mm.
In English, or common rather, kind of across the top, it says, "The dead rest here." And that's it. Yep.
Man, these Oompa Loompas are depressing as fuck.
Right.
Jeez. Is there?
So,
Malka, can you can you scout?
Yeah, I can try.
okay, so if Malcolm's gonna be your scout, it's perception checks with advantage.
Cool. Roll that shit.
Okay. So are you guys going to light a light? That's the last thing I need to know. Because even with dark
Ooh.
vision, you guys have disadvantage for perception checks that rely on sight.
Motherfucker, I got torches. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, no, you guys have plenty of ways to make fire, but like it's just a choice between
Yeah.
basically
I know.
you'd be making perception checks at straight rolls, or with a light you get advantage. But you have a light, and if something sees it, then obviously they'll wonder. Because it is not lit when you walk in. I should have been more clear about that. I apologize.
How many of us don't have dark vision?
I think all of you do. The issue is only really is for perception checks. Even with dark vision, you still have disadvantage.
Okay,
Because it basically
So-
dark vision works like black and white, so you don't get as much detail.
got it. Okay.
Light it.
Yeah, so if we light it and they run to us, fuck them. Grak will kill them.
Man, that is real faith, you guys. Like that
He
is.
ain't wrong. He ain't fucking wrong.
If they run to us, fuck them. Grok will kill them.
That ain't. I mean, he ain't wrong.
All right. Zan, what'd you say, buddy? I couldn't really hear you.
Got you. Say that again, Chris.
Oh, I don't really understand you guys at all, but I guess Rock figure it out.
Like Zan's
So-
just back here, like I don't know about this guy.
I don't fucking know what's going on.
So Malka, you look around. It's difficult. With the light, your eyes take a couple seconds to adjust, but as they do, you realize that the monolith actually does say something else. It says the dead rest here, but they do not sleep, and the do not sleep is really faint, and it seems to be carved out of like almost fingernail scratches.
Oh, fuck
Oh,
me.
Fuck me.
You also notice that the door is just a little bit wider than 5 feet, and there's a good chunk of it where there don't appear to be any footsteps in the dust. Like the steps are very intentional to avoid this 1 5-foot space.
Okay. And where's that at?
That is, let me make a shape. Pretty much right there.
Ooh.
So there's still enough room
Okay.
to kind of squeeze by it, and you can definitely see a lot of footprints that follow that path, but there seems to be a weird lack of footprints in that area.
Okay.
Yeah, so-
That gate is closed, so if gates show there's metal in the way, they are closed. It's hard to see on the map, but there is a pulley chain on the right side of that door.
Grok has an idea.
Well, I gotta relay that, don't I?
Yeah,
relay.
Yeah, further. Yeah, so like,
You said it.
okay, guys. If you look over here, if you guys can make it out, there's a door there. I can see these footprints are trying to basically just avoid the entire door, except for near the chain, just real close to the chain. The footprints kind of concentrate there. Do not step where there are no footprints. I think it's trapped.
Or,
What do you guys want to do?
or
Good idea.
Grok could go get a tooth and
What?
drop it on that fucking square and see what the fuck
This
happens.
is-
But
Really
we
don't
don't know
how
what the
Rock
trap
made it this far.
is.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm throw this up to democracy. We're small enough for that to work.
I mean, there's
Let's
an
vote
uneven
yay or
number,
nay.
so it'll work.
It's perfect.
I'm either way, I'm good. I'm just like, it's an idea. It came into my brain. It's not a good brain, but it's the only one I fucking got.
All right, so
let's
for the
Don't
sake
wanna
of
do it.
for the sake of democracy, if you want to throw a tooth in there, just roll any dice in chat right now.
Once again.
All right, I think we're good.
I rolled a die, but nothing happened.
That's so
Grok,
weird.
Grok, I love
There you go.
but
It worked.
That sounds like a bad idea.
That's fine. I'm good
Yeah.
either way.
All right, so Grok's like
Maybe
Grok looks at you guys and like really feels passionate about this idea. Like he's really trying to sell it to you. If PowerPoint existed in D&D, there'd be a motherfucking PowerPoint with transitions.
Let's also be real. My intelligence is the number that comes after 5, and Grok doesn't know what that number is. So he's good either way. Like, it's just an idea.
All right, so after he passionately gives his speech, you guys very quickly move on from that nonsense. Well, how do you want to address this?
I think Norman being
Norman?
who he is, being Norman, should probably not Norman.
So I will.
Zan,
So
you're
since this is
pretty
your guys'
smart.
first dungeon, I do want to remind you guys. Norman, you have thieves tools. Thieves tools can be used to disarm traps.
Oh, yeah. We tried that once, remember?
You
Remember how
did?
that went?
It wasn't
Yeah,
great.
I almost died.
I'm just saying you have the option.
I mean,
I
we
mean-
could also take Cobalt apart and throw him up through the door.
Oh shit, we
You got a
could.
fucking point. We don't even need the tooth.
Why did we? Yeah.
How am I gonna reassemble
Guys.
myself?
Look at this PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah,
I'm
like
erasing everything.
Grok's over there just
Rosanna.
furiously changing slides. Like Control H replace tooth with cobalt.
Yeah, just throw them at it. It'll be fine. Is that a no?
So this is still a bad idea.
That was a dice
I
roll.
think we should send Zan in to pull the chain because he's beefy, but like he's also small and smaller. Like Doesn't need to take up so much space.
What is this thing to the north? Is this just a crack in the wall?
Yes, the walls are very damaged. There's some cracks and big things like that. But you go investigate it. In Grok style, you just kind of like stuck putting parts of you in it. It doesn't seem to go anywhere.
Is there any light coming out of it?
No. Yeah, like you actually just like full on just punch the shit out of it, and it's solid. Like there's definitely nothing on the other side of that crack.
That's a wall, guys.
Giving him bad ideas.
That's a 100% wall.
Whatever. Here's Wonderwall.
And Yusuf, I agree. Like democracy doesn't even exist in D&D, and for good reason, obviously.
Grok's getting bored.
All right, let's go pull this chain, boys.
All right, who's walking up?
I am.
All right, so Zan, you like it's been called out to you pretty clearly. With that attention to detail, it's easy for you to avoid it. You pull the chain, and as soon as you do, that piece of floor just drops out, and you look down, and there are massive.
Style?
What's that?
Like Looney Tunes style?
Yeah, 100%. Just boop. And like if you were there, you definitely would have had time to like put a sign up before you fell down. Just straight up Wile E. Coyote style. You look down there, and it is a 10-foot pit that has large wooden spikes at the bottom of it.
If I yelled down it, would it echo?
Not a lot, but yeah, a little bit. Just the general like vibe of the room. Okay.
Ah!
The door does open though, so the large metal grate slides up. You guys can now pass through there.
So I didn't fall in the hole, did I?
No. You like,
Okay.
having seen the hole, you guys can definitely step over it. It doesn't go past the door area, so you can just kind of like cut the corner of it.
Okay.
So, like at this point, knowing that it's there, the only way it would potentially be a problem is if you guys were like hauling ass. Maybe you would like miss a step or something, but that'd be the only scenario.
Here's a for serious question. Who's going? Like, in what order are we going through this door? Because it looks like only one of us can go through at a time.
Yes, it is only it's only wide enough for one person at a time, so you guys will have to single file through the door.
Okay,
I
I recommend Malka being in the back, like right where Grot's at, and he can aim down
Okay.
the hallway. We
So-
can go Zan, and then Cobalt, and then me.
Okay, so I will say, like, when the grate opens, the vision's not obscured anymore, so you guys can kind of see down the hallway. It is a long hallway. You can make out there's some kind of ajar door at the end of the hallway, and another way that goes kind of over to the right at the end.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm
Malcolm's
going.
like a ranger. He can shoot like fucking forever far away.
Yep.
He
So
can shoot on the entire hallway.
I'm gonna avoid the hole,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna move to right here,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna fucking wait for everyone else. You guys figure out what fucking order you want to go in. I'll go first.
I'll go in last. I'll just watch the hallway through the door.
Yeah. If it were up to me, it would be me, then Chris, then Aaron, then Zach, then Matt.
Okay, so I'm going to move people just to get this moving a little bit.
Yeah.
So are we saying you guys want to be like this?
No. Like that. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm always behind Grok. I must be ready for the throw at all times.
And like as Grok as Grok walks, you just keep looking, like you just kind of like sway opposite of the peen and the feet, just to kind of constantly look between his legs to see what you're actually walking toward.
Oh no, we're not in combat. I still have pants on.
Fair.
The pants, the D&D rip-off pants only come in while we're in combat.
Like,
Okay.
if I had it my way, he would have like a little, you know how babies have that little backpack they go on the back of their parents? Like, I would be in one of those.
Oh, dude, we can make one of those out of the teeth? Like the front pouch?
God, yes.
Holy fuck.
And you can
Alright.
always just throw me when needed.
Guys, somehow my D&D game has turned into fucking Shark Tank with teeth. I don't understand what happened.
This week on Shark Teeth.
Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
You
Very
said you
excited.
don't know what happened?
Yeah, well, I mean, I know how we got here. I'm going to take that back.
This week on
Are
Shark
you
Teeth,
shocked
Shark
by
Tank.
this?
I shouldn't be. Alright, so who is doing your perception roll for walking down this hallway?
Matt.
Yeah, he's in the back though.
Yeah, but he's a ranger. You can still.
Well, here, 5,
do it.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. Yeah, he's fine. There's dark.
Someone's
dark
going to be
vision
carrying
60.
the light. Who's going to be carrying the light?
I think Norman lit it, so he's
Yeah.
the one carrying it.
Yeah, I'm assuming
So
Norman.
Norman's got the light, and then we've got dark vision up to 60 feet. So I think Matt will be fine.
Oh, and Norman, while you're carrying the torch, you cannot do bonus action attacks.
Okay.
So
When
just
needed,
drop that shit.
when needed, we all have dark vision. I'll drop that motherfucker.
Could he not use the
Hell
torch
yeah.
as a bonus action
He
attack?
can't hit with the torch if he wants to.
Oh, dude.
It just does not do a ton
Oh.
of damage, and you cannot sneak attack from a torch hit.
That's fine.
Can you light people on fire with it?
You could try.
Dope.
The
All right.
fucking bone boys. The bone puffers.
Okay, so you guys are gonna have Malka. I'm gonna roll for you, Matt.
Thank you.
With advantage. Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, I worked a lot on this. I don't want you guys to die yet.
Okay. I make no
Yeah.
fucking promises.
Yeah, not yet. I mean, if you die, I mean, some shit happens, but there's a lot of dungeon left. Okay, so you take a look down the hallway. The door at the end is definitely ajar. It seems to be broken a little bit on the hinges, and you can kind of almost smell a giraffe of just decay and rot from there.
I thought you said giraffe for a
No,
minute.
yeah, that's whole minute. Ray, did you say giraffe?
No, I'm
Like,
really stuffy. Like, the cold is real, guys.
I bet say, I'm not
Anyway.
fighting a giraffe, bro. Like, listen,
Motherfucker, you'll fight who I say you fight.
Yeah.
I will. Throw me. Just throw me.
Okay. And the door on the right is firmly closed and actually seems to be in pretty good repair. Like, it seems to be an actual functional door. All the doors are made of wood at this point, and it's also unlit.
Also, Ray, when my detect magic runs out, will you let me know?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I apologize. Thank you for reminding me you cast that. So your magic, you still do not detect any magic at this point.
Okay.
Are there any more holes in the ground?
No. So at this point, the footsteps seem very even. The dust tracks and things like that seem to be walked in even patterns. You don't see any reason to think that this is trapped in any way.
Dope.
Hey Matt, do you notice any footprints by the door down at the end on the right?
Who?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
I think you meant Malka.
Malka, my apologies.
Yeah.
So Malka, you
Call
look
you by
you
my
look down
slave
there
name.
and my slave
Whoa.
name. Don't you dare use
That's
my
my
government name.
That's my government name. My
Yeah.
name's Malka, bitch. Anyway.
Only my mama calls me Matt.
Ooh.
Anyway.
All right. So it looks like there's definitely foot traffic in both directions. One thing you notice is that there seems to be an indication that something must be like could almost be dragged into the south room.
So there's like drag marks against the ground.
Yeah. Definitely looks. Grok, I'll say you drug a corpse or four before. It definitely looks like there's refuge and maybe parts of things that used to be alive that probably aren't anymore
there
that
any
could be
skulls in the
drugged through there.
Are there any
So
skulls?
I want to lean forward and tap Grok on the shoulder over Norman and whisper to him in orc. Just be like, bro, they dragging bodies through there.
And I'm going to say in orc in chat, because I can do that.
Oh, I don't think it's gonna work.
Okay, so in orc I'm going to say, yes, good man, there have been deceased individuals drugged through this floor. Because orc, I'm smarter than orc.
He is smarter than orc.
Gucci. Let's go. Fucking flip flops.
Okay,
Which-
so you
Which
guys.
door are we going to?
So I'll say for the sake of this, you guys all move down to here because this is pretty much just the only place you could move to. And then
Are
you
there any
guys can-
skulls on the ground?
Are you gonna kind of peek into that south room?
If I can peek into there without actually walking into it and kind of just
Yeah,
like,
the door really is a little bit ajar, so I will open up this front space for you guys. You kind of just gaze through the door opening. It's ajar. The smell of death and rot kind of overwhelm you guys as you approach this room. You look inside, and there are skeletons. Those little things on the ground, if you zoom in, are just stuff. It's bone piles. It's broken barrels and boxes and crates, and just this definitely seems to be where whatever lives here is just throwing trash in here, and the smell
So
of death is thick.
I'm
I
gonna
know
look at
exactly
every.
why I have a boner right now.
I'm gonna turn around and look at everybody and just be like, I really want to go in there, but I don't know if we should.
I'm hype.
I mean, if everybody's down, this is a democracy. Whatever the fuck. Excuse me. Let me say it properly. This is a me.
Yeah,
The only way is forward.
I mean,
All right.
we could also go to the other door and see what's up with that.
I don't know, man. That rot
This
stench.
door's already open. Let's just go through.
Good point.
lizard
I'm gonna kick
brain.
the fucking door in and walk in.
Yeah.
Just fucking Spartan kick it all the rest of the way open and just walk my happy ass in.
My fucking lizard brain is ready.
Kick open this door, can we just open it quietly?
Nope. Too
Yeah.
late.
So like Zan leans forward and is like the door is really busted. Like this door is not in good shape at all. You're trying to carefully get the one door to open, and like as soon as you think you almost have it, Grok just rears back and kicks the shit out of it, and it flies off the hinge.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna walk 5 feet into the room.
Yep. So I'm gonna trust you guys not to use player knowledge because you're gonna see through the wall a little bit on the right side. So you guys enter the room, and there is a stack of coffins. Some still have skeletons in them, some don't. Just piled up there. Grok, you walk 5 feet in the room, so you're thinking right there?
Right there.
Okay.
Yep. Ooh.
And as you do, all of a sudden, you just feel a drip on top of your head, and then a rush of air comes flying down in front of you as this thing, some massive jelly-like creature, orange in color, lands in front of you and just immediately smashes out to try to hit you.
Dope.
Can I
Fucking
immediately
try me.
throw my torch at it?
No, this is a surprise. It actually rolled its stealth higher than your guys' perception.
Yep. Yep, it hit. That's not surprising.
So you take 15 points of damage as the bludgeoning damage smashes in your chest, and you can feel the air get pushed out of your body, and then all of a sudden you feel a burn on your skin, and you recognize it before. It's acid tearing through your flesh. Your chest is on fire.
Fuck.
And now we will roll initiative.
Oh no.
Cobalt,
All right,
you're up.
Everybody gets to go.
Yep, Cobalt, you're up.
Fucking thing.
Oh.
It rolled a 1 for initiative.
Yes!
Like, D&D is with you guys tonight.
Fuck, what do we do?
Okay, so all of a sudden this thing is in front of you, and you guys see Grok just get ripped, and like blood is pouring out of his chest, but it's kind of being cauterized at the same time by the acid. Cobalt, what do you want to do, bud?
So both of these doors are open, so we can all see through,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm gonna do my good old-fashioned tink on the armor and do that.
And he saves.
Oh, fuck.
Holy
So
shit.
you guys all kind of hear the distinct ding of his Toll the Dead spell, and the ochre jelly just doesn't seem to respond at all. It seems fixated on consuming Grok.
Can I just say that thinking about Zach's undead fucking character flicking his armor for Toll the Dead is so fucking badass.
It is really gnarly.
Holy shit.
Like, if this stream ever takes off, that's like one of the very first fan arts I want to see.
Yeah, just ting!
It's just some badass, like, skeleton cleric going, oh, be fucking
Grok
sick.
in the background throwing the fucking horns. What's up?
Norman, you're up, buddy. Use all your best friend in the world now. Get fucked up.
Somebody hit somebody!
Your secret combo.
He's too far away from me and it's not my turn.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I can save Grok without him taking a hit for leaving the combat area.
Okay, so there is technically a way this works. You could
I want to kick him.
you could walk up and try to and push him backwards out of the space, basically.
And there are at least 2 people in our party, I believe, that have healing spells. So
Yeah, well, the point is to get you away from him so he doesn't hit you again.
Hey,
in the turn.
hey, what do you want to do? It's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna attack. That's what Grok would do.
Yep.
WWGD.
I'm getting it tattooed
Oh,
on
no.
my fucking body.
Oh no!
Grok, dude.
So I go in. I'm going in.
All right. Did you drop the torch on your way in?
Oh, fuck it, that torch is gone.
All
I
right,
saw my best
so-
friend in the world just get hit.
So Norman
what's-
drops the torch, pulls out the Squirrel Slayer, pulls out the Bone Sword. What do you want to do?
Hit this motherfucker.
That is a hit. You realize right away it was not a clean hit. Like there were like you're not crying, but there's definitely some dust in your eye. But so you can't quite see. You kind of lash out in anger and frustration and fear of losing your new best friend, defender of your village. And even like eyes closed, just prayer swing, you still make contact. Go and roll damage. Okay. and you can do sneak attack.
Yeah.
I hope you guys know that just got tweeted. Tales from D&D. I'm gonna attack. That's what Grok would do. WWGD.
Okay, so
Oh.
yeah, forget it. Go for it.
What? That
No, no,
wrong.
no, no.
I
You haven't done anything wrong. Just go for it. I need to fix one of your rolls at some point, but I'll do it later. I don't care.
Is that not supposed to be a 1d6?
No, it's perfect. Go roll your damage, bud. Yeah.
Yes.
So the first one hits, and as your dagger hits, a little bit of acid sprays on you, and it pulls you back into the fight. And you're like, no, Grok would want me to fuck him up. And you go down with this beautiful bone sword. It's a craft of your guys' fight together against some giant creature. And you crash into this ochre jelly, and it rears back in pain. Malka, you're up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna use my hunter's mark on it.
Okay. So for Hunter's Mark, you mark the spell slot off, and you actually put the effect on you.
Okay.
I know that seems really
So,
anti-intuitive,
well,
but
because you can, yeah, because you can change who you're focusing on, and still keep hunter's mark.
kind of, but not really. It's actually just a weird mechanic for D&D or for Fantasy Grounds. Hi, Adam. We're co-streaming tonight. It makes me sad a little
so
bit.
There should be.
Ooh.
If you just pick this one, the one up, that one.
6 whole bits. Thank you. That's a
Shit.
crit.
My boy.
That's 2
Okay.
natural 20s and 2
Oh
fights.
no! Hold on. Like you did all sorts of stuff not right there.
Oh, that was Hail of Thorns.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Fuck it. I use Hail of Thorns.
Okay, so you can't do both. So you're Hunter's Mark or Hail of Thorns. They're
Hail
both a bonus
Thorns.
action. Okay, so
Hail of Thorns.
Hail of Thorns. Make an attack on the ochre jelly.
Click the ochre down. Yep.
Make sure to untarget yourself first.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
There you go. Oof.
Okay, so hi Adam. I miss you, buddy. You better stream Saturday. Oh, he's in both. Jake, Adam's in both of us at the same time.
Adamception. Almost like Rayception.
Anyways, I'm sorry. So, Malka, I do want to say you would know this. Hail of Thorns does damage to everything within 5 feet of your target.
Fuck.
So you would hit every. Now you can still do this. You can say in the passion you just let it go, but I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt and say you would have known.
I'm half dead.
Yeah. Oh, Will. Fuck. You gonna give me like that beginner
listen to me.
DM?
Oh yeah, no, like
just a hunter
yeah,
mark.
Listen
hand
to me.
wave.
But wait, before you do that,
Well,
WWGD.
WWGD, homie.
You're right. Nah, WGD.
Let it
Do
fucking go,
Fuck it, Hail
dude.
Thorns. Let it go.
All right, so roll your bow damage on the ochre jelly.
Oh god, we're gonna die.
Nice damage. Now I need you to target the ochre jelly, Grok, and Norman.
Fucking do it. I ain't scared. Somebody will get me back up.
Yep, and Norman.
I'll save you.
Now just click
Remember-
click the save on Hail of Thorns. Just don't drop it anywhere. Just click it.
Remember 5 minutes ago when Ray was like, "I don't want you guys to die." Oh my
no.
god!
Now just click.
Oh!
Now just click the damage. It'll automatically figure out who got half and who got whole.
Oh, I succeeded. Okay, I'm only getting half.
And he rolled a
What?
10.
Woo!
Beautiful.
So
I've
Malka,
got 2 hit points.
Malka, you pull back and just in fear and frightfulness, and you're a little bit pissed off this thing actually hid from you because you kind of pride yourself on not getting jumped like this. You let it go. The fade energy buries into it. You thought it would just sink in and explode inside, kind of like the last guy did, but you didn't count on how gelatinous the creature is. The shrapnel comes flying out of the jelly, tinged with acid, and just buries into Grok and Norman.
Oh.
Grok, you're up.
Sorry,
You're
boys.
hurt.
I'm gonna look back at everyone else, ruffle Norman's hair, and do this. Fuck everything. This shit's dying.
Oof.
That's a hit.
Resisted? What
You-
the fuck?
Oh.
You come cleaving down with your great axe, fucking pissed. You're squeezing so hard, you're pretty sure the wood that makes the handle of your great axe is gonna break. You cleave into it, and something horrible happens.
It just goes.
What was one becomes two
Oh, no,
jellies.
No.
Are they weaker though, because they're smaller? Can I do? Do I have literally any way of healing myself right now?
No.
Fuck.
Not getting hit.
That would
Yeah,
be a
that's
good,
not gonna.
be a
that's
real
not
good
gonna
start.
fucking happen. I'm gonna die because it's the Ochre Jelly 1's turn next turn, and
Well,
I
no,
know
hold-
Ray's
hold
gonna
on.
fucking swing at me.
Zan, I thought Zan was above though.
But there's two now, and they had to roll. The second one had to roll initiative again.
Oh, all right.
So somebody get me up. That's all I'm saying. Because it's gonna get advantage on me when it
21,
attacks. Unless it's
10.
this one over here. Is it this one? It
Okay, so
it might not be in range.
this is gonna be kind of weird, but so they both definitely look weaker. It definitely split in half. So what was one very big jelly is now two kind of smaller ones.
How are they both healthy now?
Because I had to half their health. Like they're not actually healthy. So hang in there. But I will say the split did in fact put one of them too far away. So Ochre Jelly 1 is too far away to hit you. But he's gonna smack the shit out of Norman.
Yeah, he is.
23 to hit. Holy fuck.
I'm dead, guys. I heart you all.
Yeah,
Oh!
the jelly pulls back and smacks into Norman's face, and the face kind of goes into the jelly, wraps around him, the air stops going to the lungs, and by the time it pulls back, Norman's limp and just falls to the ground next to you, Rock.
I'm gonna get
Can-
Norman up.
Oh no.
Can I whisper something as I fall?
Yes.
WWGD.
Croc would heal the fuck out of his friend though.
No,
They-
you do what Grok does. God damn it, don't.
Zan, you're up, buddy.
I guess I'm healing one of these guys.
Don't, not me.
Alright, so
Aaron
you,
could be rolling a whole nother fucking character tonight.
It's okay.
so for healing, you have lay on hands. You have 10 points of it, but you can only do it to one person per turn.
Do it to Grok. He has to stay
No.
alive.
You have to roll fucking. Oh my god.
The seriousness of everything right now.
I have no saves either.
In terms
Wait,
of the
what?
mechanics of the game, it only takes one hit point to bring somebody out of a unconscious state.
Yes. But I will say that we kind of negotiated just for the sake of speed of play that we would use lay of hands in 5-point increments.
Okay.
So like if we need to fudge it tonight, I'm fine with it. But in general, like otherwise it just takes forever and it makes the character sheet horrible.
Sure.
Okay.
So yeah, you can heal, you can attack. What do you want to do, buddy?
Don't fucking hit it. Whatever the fuck you do.
Well, alright, so Jelly 7's gonna fuck up Grok. He's gonna kill Grok next turn. Like, we have to heal Grok.
And then we all get turns after. But you gotta make death saves.
I don't have any.
Wait, what?
Okay, no. The way that works is when your turn comes up, a d20 is going to be rolled automatically. If it's 10 or higher, you pass. Anything lower, you fail. If you get to 3 successes or 3 fails first, it determines if you live or die. If I hit you while you're down, it's two fails.
Okay, because it just okay.
Yeah.
I'm at the bottom. That's all zero.
Yeah, no, it's a race to which one fills up first, or you get healed.
The problem with this logic is that Ochre Jelly 7 is also within melee range of you.
Yeah, but you piss it off. So, I mean,
All right.
I'm
I don't
Zan,
trust Ray.
what are you gonna do, buddy?
me neither.
Man, you knock a guy down a couple times, all of a sudden no one trusts you.
Heat of battle, man.
Chris?
I have no idea.
Full panic.
Oh, and it gets fucking advantage.
Why does it get advantage?
Reckless attack.
And you're prone.
Yeah, I'd have advantage on either one of them. Norman's prone and reckless attack gives me advantage against Grok.
Fuck.
He'll grok. That's the democracy. I vote.
Yeah.
I'm also dead,
Yeah.
so
Is lay on hands a bonus action?
No, it's an action.
Fuck.
yeah, we can't even kill it.
It's up to Chris. He's a man of his own whim.
Can't you do the electrical shock thing?
Wrong
Just fucking
person.
blow it up. Oh, is it? Oh, my bad.
I was like, I don't think I can.
So here's the deal. This is shitty because I'm talking out of character. Heal me so I hopefully don't die next turn. And then Zach could maybe heal Norman and bring him back up before his turn?
No,
What?
I can't heal this day.
Yeah, remember the whole skip and the rest thing?
You don't have any heal spells queued up at all.
Nope.
Fuck.
That fucking sucks.
What do we do then? Like,
It's
even
fine.
if
It's fine.
Even if we win this, Norman dies.
No. We have two lay on hands right now.
Okay, go for it.
Yep.
Chris, pick a person.
Alright guys, hey. Look, I give you a lot of time. What are you doing?
Heal Jake.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
How much are you going to do? 5 or 10?
5.
Alright, so take that plus sign that's next to lay on hands and drop it on Jake. And then mark one of them off.
Aren't you doing that for him?
I can if you want.
He did it.
Nope, we're all good. Alright, so all of a sudden, Zane, you run up behind Jake, and you do have to run up behind him, at least to here. And you reach a hand out and you touch the back of his arm, and Grok, you kind of feel this radiant energy go over your body, and some of your wounds start to heal up. Your chest feels a little bit better, and you kind of take a deep breath in. I will say as a bonus action, if you want to pull Norman back, I would let you try.
It's probably not a bad idea. Will they get
Well,
a...
Yeah,
No. Forced movement does not produce opportunity attacks.
Okay.
But decide quickly.
Grab the wee man.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, for the sake of speed, you make an athletics check to see if you can get him tossed out of the way. It's just enough. I'll say you pull him kind of right here next to you.
Hell yeah.
Ochre Jelly 7's up. He is going to attack you, Grok, since you're all within range. That's a hit.
Fuck!
Right. You got it.
Oh.
Grok, he wraps around you and just drags you to the ground, and your head smacks into the stone ground, and you feel how cold it is, and that's the last thing you remember before it goes dark. Cobalt, you're up.
Alright, am I able to get past Zan and Norman?
Yeah, Norman's not really an obstacle. You can run right past him.
Excellent. I'm going right up into combat with both of them. And I'm going to pull out my axe and do a big hit on number 1.
Okay.
Natural 20. Let's see it. Fuck. Good
That's a
enough.
hit.
I hope you fucking.
Oh.
You come
Fuck.
crashing down on Ochre Jelly 1. And what was 1 becomes 2.
Oh no.
We're fucked. We're dead.
Oh, right. This isn't like you're not making like the slime show, are you? Like this motherfucker's gonna turn to a human next.
No.
Fucking
But
have
I will
ice
say,
ready to
Cobalt,
kill us?
having experienced this stuff, you finally figure out what the difference is. It seems like slashing weapons create this split, and they don't seem to take damage from it.
And I think that's the end of my turn.
Alright. Norman, you succeed your first death saving throw.
Oof.
Malka, you're up.
Okay. Taking note of the and Ray, are you able to run my turn for me so that way we can go a little bit quicker because we're playing on a TV. It's a little hard to see.
I'm sorry, what do you want?
To do his
Right.
turn.
Oh yeah, I can do
So-
whatever you need. Yep, something you want.
Cool. So want to use Hunter's Mark, and the I want to focus on the jelly closest to Grok. Well, yeah, closest to Grok.
So 7?
Ochre 7.
Yep.
And
Okay.
I want to let one loose.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay.
That's a hit. No, what's up?
I was gonna pull out one of those magic arrows because I got 5.
So the magic arrows add +1 to your attack, so you don't need it. So we'll just let this one go. But they do
Okay.
something special to beast monsters, though. You do know that.
Oh right, and these aren't beast type.
Yeah,
right?
no, you definitely wouldn't think they were. So you pull back an arrow and you let it go, and you focus in. You're pissed, like they're taking your dudes down. You didn't see the ambush. You kind of feel a little bit guilty, maybe. And the arrow rips through it, and every other time it's been hit, it kind of reforms quickly. This horrible gelatinous kind of move, and this time the jelly just falls apart and washes away. That one's gone.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Fuck with my friends.
Ochre Jelly 13 is going to swing around here, because they can actually like squeeze into weird small spaces, so it just kind of shrinks in a little bit.
Is there jelly?
Yes,
Dude, I have a death save next turn. I'm so fucking scared.
that's a hit.
Why are they so high?
So, Cobalt, it rears back and smashes into you. You haven't been hit like this in a long time. That hurt. It was
Okay.
almost enough to knock you off your feet.
In response, I would like to use one of my Wrath of Storms.
Okay.
What does that do? Somebody tell me what that does.
Yeah, hopefully it kills all of them.
He saves.
So he takes half damage.
Yep,
then.
so you should be able to drop that. I should have had it coded correctly, so do you want to drop the damage on, or just, drop the damage on him? It should know.
Ooh.
Oh my god,
Ooh.
Zach.
Still enough. So,
Zach
it hits
saving the
you,
day.
and like you guys hear the noise hit the armor, and almost in the same way he just told the dead by flicking his armor, the vibration seems to go back out and create this thunderous boom that just ripples the ogre completely into nothingness.
Zach is officially the most badass character in this party.
Grok, that's a natural 20. You stabilize and come back to 1 hit point.
dude.
That is the end of your turn. That is the end of your turn still. So you're still like, but you wake up face cold on the floor.
Fine.
You do lose your rage though.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you wake up and all of a sudden you're like, fuck! This ochre jelly.
I would punch myself in the face if it probably wasn't going to kill me.
This ochre jelly is gonna reach out for you, Kobold. I'm so sorry, buddy.
Oh. Oh no.
And it smacks you, and you two fall unconscious to the floor.
I wanna
Except
go ahead
for,
and use my thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
yep. So you should have gone unconscious, but instead you play the game. You let the armor eat the blow, and you crumble into a pile of bones, and you're incapacitated, but not dead.
Thank God.
So I will move you to, I believe it's 1 hit point, and you'll kind of hang out.
Until I use a bonus action to get back up.
Yep, Zan, you're up, bud. All hell has been broken loose. Everything sucks.
Yeah, that's kind of. Do I just aim for Vince?
Don't.
No slashing.
Yeah, don't hit it with a sword.
But you have a spear, is that or
That's piercing, not
Probably.
slashing.
Yeah, if you're not sure, it actually says in the damage description.
There you go.
So Zan, for you, your glaive is slashing, your greatsword is slashing, but your javelin is piercing, and you can use it in melee.
Oh, okay. It's like,
And you also
Well,
have
it's on
one
the
more
fucking
use of
side,
lay on
dude.
hands.
who's dead?
Norman's the only person who's currently unconscious.
It's like, Cobalt.
You you guys have actually seen this trick before, so at this point you would know that that's likely what happened with Cobalt. That he's
Yeah.
not actually dead, that he is faking it.
We saw this when the rock fell on him.
Yeah, so I think. Oh, okay.
Heal Norman, so he
how-
doesn't have
Alright,
y'all.
so Norman, you all of a sudden regain consciousness. You're just kind of lumped up on the floor. You look over and Grok's on the floor too. You guys both like make eye contact like WWGD, dog.
Yeah.
spit out of his brain with one fucking tooth missing. Yeah.
Cobalt, you're up. It is an action to take your form back. I just went back and read your stuff.
Oh, was it an action?
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm not doing it this turn no matter what.
Okay. Then you can stay under the effects of feigned death, basically. Norman, you're on the floor, awake. It's half your movement to stand up. It's still let you get enough room to get there if you want to attack.
WWGD.
Dude, no slashing damage though.
He does
all my
piercing.
weapons, all my weapons are piercing.
Dope.
So
Good luck.
Norman just springs up, and you notice that just it seemed like almost he was channeling Grok, and he never let go of those weapons the whole time. He was completely unconscious, holding both weapons, fistful of fucking fuck you is what he has. Go ahead and roll.
Fistful of fuck you.
Go ahead and
Now-
roll an attack.
Well, Ray, he is currently targeting Kobold.
So
Do I get advantage?
you do not get
since I'm
advantage,
tech-
and you do not get sneak attack.
Yeah, 'cause I know I'm not sneaking. But, I
But
wanna
no,
roll
you do not get advantage, and you do not get sneak attack because no one's technically engaged with him because Cobalt's not threatening. He's, as far as he knows, Cobalt's dead.
Got it.
And that is a miss. That's a hit. You take this, you take the giant two
Yes.
sword, and you cut in, and you just keep cutting, and the jelly resists a little bit, and you put your other hand on top, and Grok kind of reaches out with his arm and kind of pushes you just on the butt a little bit, and it is enough, and you cleave the jelly in half, and it just disintegrates in front of you.
WWGD!
Holy shit, boys.
Okay, so I didn't like that. Got to say hi to all my family, but that fucking sucked.
But, like,
On a side note, we should buy some potions.
On a side note, we should buy some potions.
We were trying to find a town for a minute.
I liked that a
do we need
lot.
to- do we need to get the fuck out of here and, like, go to the nearest town and actually stock up before doing this, boys?
So the nearest town is a good chunk away.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So,
That's what we need to do.
Cobalt's got the way.
can we? Let's find out how dangerous this room is. Like
And sleep.
as a whole, and then sleep. Yeah.
So you guys kind of look
so
around the
many
room.
fucking dice are getting rolled right now, and I'm scared out of my fucking mind.
No.
So I need someone to make a perception check for me for you guys to kind of take in the room, and I also need someone to make an investigation check for like the other odd and things you guys find.
I want to roll the perception check if you'll roll it for me.
Okay.
My investigation is -2, so
Yeah, my investigation's a 0. So who has the best
I'll do
investigation?
it.
Okay.
Got it.
You can have advantage. I'm sure someone helped you.
Oh.
just roll another one.
All right. You guys rolled really well. You guys take in the room. This is definitely a room where they were discarding extra things. Some of the coffins that are here clearly actually belong in some other part of this. You can see the drag marks actually match up pretty well. Some of them are actually in pretty good shape. Some of them aren't. Some have the bodies. Some don't. You're not able to identify anything unique about any of them. But you guys kind of guess this is probably from like an open crypt kind of area. Nothing super special. These aren't people of note. In your investigation, though, you guys do find some random treasure that was overlooked.
Ooh.
Yeah, you guys end up finding.
Is it health potions?
I was waiting for that.
Let me see.
Because that's a
There
treasure right now.
does not seem to be
Did we
any.
find friendship? Is that what we found?
What we found, the treasure we were looking for was friendship all along.
You guys find all the stuff in that. It pretty much adds up to 40 gold, 1,000 silver pieces, 1,900 copper.
Small jar, a black velvet mask stitched with silver thread, carved bone statuette, cloth of gold vestments, copper chalice with silver filigree, flask of oil, pair of engraved bone dice dibs, small gold.
No, that's
bracelet.
me. Yeah, I have dice proficiency. That's mine.
Oh, that's true. Fine, you can have it.
Okay, so if you guys want, and we haven't really talked about this because it's come up, but now's a good time, I can automatically sell like just treasure objects for 50% if you guys don't want to have to deal with like negotiating in town, and it'll just automatically transfer to gold and be given to you guys if you guys are cool with that.
I think that's probably the best way to do it.
I'm fine with that.
All right. So then there are.
Wait,
Wait, Ray.
What's up?
Wait, are any of these items important?
the
Are you-
flask of oil could be used to
Yeah.
like light things on fire.
So the three things that are so here, you guys haven't had to do this yet. If you guys go to the party sheet, which is the eye with three little dudes next to it, in the very top right hand corner.
Okay.
If you click on that and then go to inventory,
Yeah.
those three things in the parcel items are the three things that were of note in that group.
I say we keep.
I'll go as far as saying that over the course of this,
Contains a thick, oily ointment.
yes.
which
So over the
smells
course of this, Cobalt, you cast Detect Magic again, and you find that all three of these items are magical.
foul. Ooh. So you gave us aloe vera, a furry cloak, and basically a firebomb. I mean, it's a furry cloak. A cloak has been woven from really fine material embroidered with gold thread. It has a strange tail-like appendage on its back hem.
Oh,
So
Time out,
actually,
time out.
Malcolm, make a nature check for me with advantage in regards to that cloak.
Hold on, that cloak is like a puffer boy cloak, like it's some kind of
No,
tail thing
no, no,
going
no,
on?
no, no. That's what I'm waiting for the. Here, Malcolm, I can roll it for you, dude. I'm sorry about that. I should have
Yeah, Ray, don't be
known.
a dick.
He almost just killed us. Be nice.
Yeah, and I was being nice.
Fuck.
Malka, you recognize the tail. It's not quite as like it sounds one way, but it actually looks a lot like a manta ray.
a manta ray like from the sea?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah.
Do we know what kind of properties it has?
Someone can make an Arcana check, but you have to be proficient with Arcana in order to find it out.
Guys, I don't know how to tell you this, but I am not proficient in Arcana.
Yeah, I'm
Shocking.
not either.
Our 80 is.
I think the only person who possibly could be would be Zach.
I'm not.
None of you are proficient in Arcana. None of you guys are able
Nope.
to identify these items.
Nope.
Fuck.
So you're gonna need to find someone with like an identify spell or someone a little more magical than you guys are. You can always just equip them and find it out. So off the record, it comes with risk if they're cursed or something. You won't know till you know. But
Fuck that.
generally attuning to an item or equipping it will let you know what the properties are.
I want to put
Okay.
it on.
If no one wants the
Oh,
cloak, I'll
fuck.
wrap myself in it.
Chris just said he wants to put it on.
So Zan, you reach down and you're like, WWGD.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You put on the cloak, and I believe now you can actually see the properties. It is a cloak of the manta ray. While wearing the cloak with its hood up, you can breathe underwater, and you have a swimming speed of 60 feet.
Holy
That's
fuck.
cool as shit.
It looks like
That's
that.
dope.
So that's the
That's
cloak you're wearing
dope.
around. And it immediately sizes perfectly to you
Oh, yeah.
as soon as you equip it.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I'm gonna drag that to your inventory.
Yeah, I'm taking the flask of oil. I want that shit. You
That
guys can
just
fight
seems
over
like
the
a
aloe.
terrifying thing.
You guys can fight over the jar of aloe vera. I'm going to just put that flask in my pocket and move on.
I want to take the jar of aloe vera.
Okay. So here's a serious question: how many caskets are in the room?
Yeah, can we sleep in them?
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
There
Throw the
are
bones across the room, get in a coffin, close it so nobody comes in and finds us, and we can get sneak attacks on them if we need to, or surprise attacks, I guess.
Yeah, you guys could definitely. There are enough coffins to sleep in. You guys could also barricade the door. There's enough coffins for that, and there's definitely extra debris.
Well,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to barricade, but I would want Cobalt to stay broken, and basically, since he doesn't sleep, like stay broken, but have enough to make a noise if someone comes, and we can surprise attack him.
If
Is,
he's in his broken state
so,
and we get a long
I will.
rest, does he-
I will say this: in his broken state, you guys could definitely make him look like just a normal pile of bones. There are definitely enough coffins for you all to sleep in, and I would allow him to take a long rest in that state.
Okay.
Now,
that's the best
you guys can only benefit from a long rest every so often. So to actually get this long rest, you're gonna have to basically hang out here for what's ultimately gonna be like 18 hours.
Yeah, I assume it's gonna be like a full fucking day. We're all dying.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Everybody gets their spell slots back. I think that's okay.
All right.
We're inside
Alright,
the puffer boy
so-
territory.
In this case, I would like to go ahead and, using Grok's help, put the door back on the freaking hinges,
Yeah.
mend it back together, and take some of these extra bones and kind of mend a brace bar
That's
around if we can.
That's a good idea.
Okay. So I'm down for this, but eventually we're going to have to talk about how mending actually works.
Yeah.
Right, I'm planning to break a couple bones in half and try to stick them together.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it can only actually take an object and put it back to its original state. I don't think you can actually mix and match them. Like the goal of the spell, I believe, is to actually just put like a thing back to its original state, not actually like use it as like a magical soldering iron to put things together.
All it really says is that mend 2 broken pieces.
I'm pulling it up right now. The spell repairs a single break or tear in an object you touch, such as a broken chain link, 2 halves of a broken key, a torn cloak, or a leaking water skin. As long as the break or tear is no longer than 1 foot in any dimension, you mend it, leaving no trace of the former damage. The spell can physically repair a magic item or construct, but the spell can't restore the magic to the object.
Yeah, so since all those things are really repairing the object, it doesn't really say you can put 2 objects together with it.
You'd need to be a high-level forge cleric to do that.
So we'll go with it for now, but like long term, we're probably going to have to scale that spell to like normal use. But yeah, so you definitely can make a brace bar. You guys get the room all kind of situated. Someone make a performance check for me with advantage.
Okay.
I'm +1.
I am proficient in performance. With advantage, you said?
Yep.
That's what she
How
said.
come I can't click advantage?
I don't know why your computer is broken, bud.
Okay.
Do you have something over it, like the chat, like a little bit?
Oh, there we go.
Or like your whole character sheet?
No, it's not that. Don't worry about it.
I'm literally watching your stream.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, Grok, you probably nailed it. I mean, your people would definitely accept this. You probably totally did it.
What do you mean, my people?
You know what I mean, your people.
Anyway, what did I do?
So you kind of prepped the room, made it look as close to the original as you can, but you did put a brace bar so where like the door won't open right away. You definitely hit it to where it's not immediately visible, but you're definitely banking on them being a little stupid.
I mean, they're a little stupid.
That they are.
Okay,
And
so
then they
let's
come here and
sleep.
kill us all.
Yeah, as 14,000 dice get rolled.
You guys all climb into a coffin. You close them up. All you can do is hear a little bit of vision is allowed through some of the cracks in there. But in order to hide yourselves, you guys had to get in the better coffins.
Yeah.
Cobalt, you kind of disguise yourself amongst the bones. You guys let the time pass. It's slow. You've not been awake for a very long time. You listen. There's definitely some noises further down the hallway. The night passes. The door never opens. And you guys all find rest.
Yay!
We didn't die in our sleep.
We're not dead.
And that is what we'll pick up next time.
Fuck!
Hell yeah.
So,
Hell yeah.
alright, stream. Thank you guys for checking it out. Wednesdays, I'll try to have it up on YouTube by like Friday or so. If you guys want to check it out, it's Recepticon on YouTube as well. Thanks, guys. Later. Say bye, guys.
Bye. Say bye to my stream as well. You guys are
Bye, R24. Love you guys.
Woo!
Yeah, everybody who's watching, go follow R24 too. They were amazing. Coolest group of dudes I've hung out with in a long, long time.
I want to fucking scissor you again.
In fact, hold on. It's R24 live on Twitch. You guys definitely should check it out.